Wait. This is basically my deck, but with Rune Mage instead of a second larva. One of the larvae got downgraded to Neckers. Morntide, Renfree, Curse Scroll. Okay, we are going to be watching Game 2 or Game 3 of Sensei versus Ninja Bang. Thank you, Tyxe. So we have, I was just pointing out that we have Dwarven Skirmishers. Whoa, hold on. Dwarven Skirmishers instead of Podkeepers, but Ninja Bang rolls a Whisper of Dolbathana from Diplo, but there's no way you can leave this alive, so I think it's just going to be a backup plan. Kill it. Or a Dwarven Skirmisher, apparently. I would have clicked the Lampkin here because Blightmaker. Let's see if he hits it.
Defeat them with hunger.
Bam! See, this is why Ninja Bang is a champion. It was never in doubt. You don't win tournaments by being weak at RNG. You win them by being skilled. Oh, we see the other skirmisher come out. Are we going to click the lamp, Jim? A magic lamp yet? This is the deciding game 3, by the way. Winner of this game advances to the next round. We didn't get to see the first 2 games because we were observing another game, but we did hop in at the end. Comes another Diplo. Just gonna be tempering. 5-point Diplo. It is what it is. All the forest into fall? Is it going to be Tempest? And I guess this, I mean, you get your thinning out. Will Ninja Pang stick around? I'm guessing they won't. Ninja Pang is down 20 points. You have to get 22 points in 2 cards. He can do it, but he's just gonna pass. He wants to preserve his high point cards for defending the bleed. Does he run Calvite? He does. He didn't have Calvite in round 1. And he still hasn't drawn it. It's kind of crazy. There it is, finally. Finally grabs the Calvite. On the other side, Simless is, I guess, double harvest. Interestingly, you can fit 2 harvests in this deck. Usually we only see 1, right? But there's no seers. Oh. Just the 2 Duncanal Guardians. Ninja Pang plays the Calvite. I mean, I have to assume as Sensei, you wanna go deep, right? Maybe this is when you go for double bountiful harvest. Because technically it is carryover. And you can get some engines out of it. Yeah, that's exactly what we see. You gotta bleed Toussaint, and that's what Sensei is doing. Hi, Armin. Good to see you. We're in round 1 of the tournament. Watching game 3 of Ninja Pang versus Sensei.
How utterly inept of me. This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
Not the best draws from Harvest, but not bad either.
Tradition is sacred.
Maybe chat can help you out. If not, I'll take a look and see which card back it is. Some card backs you have to have you have to get the journey to do it. Chat, if anybody knows how to get the Regis card back that Orman's looking for, help him out. Hey, Playtime back. I we see a backup plan come out from Sensei. Again, not the best options, but Paul Marin was used to play the Ale. This is where Paul Marin has good synergy with Calvite, because it applied a 14-point boost to the opponent. Hey, Mr. Oversell, how's it going? Ninja Pang's gonna keep boosting this Duncanal Guardian. Ivar is currently a 2 plus 46. So this is a 48-point card. Ninja Bank has basically infinity reach. Is there ever a world where you heatwave your own Duncanal Guardian? Or maybe you put it back in the deck. Backup plan. Just a brigade, I think. Or maybe a Farseer.
I see victory for you.
The multi-part contracts, usually you pull up the contract, it will list the other achievements. And then you gotta go, or list the other contracts, the sub contracts you gotta do. You gotta go to each contract and see how much is left on that one.
For my heart's captor!
Problem is, like, Ninja, unless you're going like down deep to 2 cards left, it's gonna be harder and harder for Sensei to do because of the cards he has. Ninja Pen can just hold Ivar until after Sensei passes. Oh, and Ivar's a Witcher, so you can't kill it with Eskel. You gotta Heatwave it. You did see Shaping Nature get played. There's the Ivar. Okay, Ivar early. I'm still thinking about, was Telian on Duncanal Guardian correct? But there's the Heatwave on Ivar. And since I can't be thinking about clicking this because no real benefit at the moment. Next turn he'll probably click and then Telian it back into the deck. And play Ciaran. Well, I guess it depends on if there's a lock target. There's no lock targets on this board. Now Ivar was early though, wasn't it? Like,
Praise be to the great sun!
You see anyone? You make sure they don't see you back.
An ill wind blowing.
yeah. You wanted Ciaran for the Milton. This is unfortunate, but like, he can always escalate. The problem Sensei is having is his hand is too good, and he's not getting ahead by enough to get his card back. I'm like, you don't really want to play Gord right now, right? I guess Eskel is a lot of points. And Guillaume is a human, so you can kill it. You could just play Buhurt to get... No, Buhurt wouldn't get ahead. He's gonna play... Dorgarian, and he steals the vitality. That's funny. Okay, so there's Eskel. Now Ninja Pang is behind by 30 points. He needs 33 to get ahead. So Beauclair can do it, I think. Beauclair is 16 points on deploy. That's not enough. He needs 25 points. Beauclair, like leader and Beauclair, I think gets there. Assuming he doesn't get unlucky with the leader passive. Okay, he dodges the boost on Brigade. So what's left? Sangreal, Milton, and Siri. That's a very good round 3 hand. And I don't think... like, if Sensei still had Heat Wave to answer the Siri, you could go, like, unitless. Right? Like, you could discard everything and just play Gord at the end. No, Armin, there's a monthly balance match. Like, there's no dev team, but players get to vote on provision and power changes to cards, and every month we get 40 changes automatically based on which changes got the most votes. Because Gord is only... like, Gord is not enough points by itself. Ninja is 100% winning. Like, I don't see any universe where Sensei can win. Like, there's nothing you can do to stop this, and this is like 50 points minimum.
Earth, choke the embers. Wind, blow out the flame.
And like whatever you boost on Hamadryad, it gets reset anyway.
Bow before Nilfgaard's rightful empress.
Here's the contract he's trying to do. Like, you just have to find these individual contracts, just search for these names, and do all of them. There's another harvest.
Not afraid? You should be.
Rebuke can't be used on your own unit, so it's just gonna be like a 5-point rebuke after leader and this.
A noble plan indeed, I say.
So, like, I don't really know what Sensei could have done differently, honestly. Maybe keep Tempest in round 1, don't play it. Like, that's the best case scenario. But, like, this Sangreal is going to play for 36 points, right? And like Gord's not going to be 43 points. Oh. Okay, so Ninja Pang wins the series 2-1 and advances. He lost the first game but won the next two. Goes to the next round. Let's see where the rest of the bracket's at. So, RDCH versus Echo. They're in their third game. Looks like that's a close series as well. Take a look at their decks. That's this Carapace. This is Relics with Lesser Witch, Fisher King, Ratcatcherist, interesting. I think the one I've been playing has Roach in it. This has Fisher King instead of Maxi. Ratcatchers. We have an off-the-books Acherontia Vice deck with Sesames. We got a Constructs Tactical Decision deck with Reeds. An Onslaught deck with Hjalmar. Great Boar. And Tempest. Interesting. Pirates lost to Double Cross. Off the books, and Fruits were banned. What did Echo bring for Fruits? I wonder. Just an Erendite Unicorn Ethereal list. Imlerith. No Mamuna. Instead, just double Ghoul. Double Ghoul, Unicorns, and Toad. Interesting. So, what game do you guys want to watch in round 2? We got Last Days of Gwent versus Julia Lehman. Young Face versus Green Eurochiek. Ninja Peng versus the winner of Hardy and Echo, and then Tyxe versus Rogbrosz. I'm leaning towards down here, but I could be convinced. Switch to something else. The one with the Gwent cards? I see, I see. Since I have a moment, I guess I can pull up the contract that he's trying to do. Is this the card back you're trying to get? Orman? So this one you have to do 20 Regis Journey quests. This one you have to do play 40 games with Regis and Coates. Yeah. You just gotta like look for each of these legendary vampire. And each one has its own requirements of what you gotta do. And its own rewards. Oh. Where's that journey? The journey is here. You go to the journey page, and then you gotta pick the Regis journey. And now you're on like the Regis journey. And I've already finished all the quests that it has, but I don't know if you have to have the journey selected while you're doing the contracts. But like the stuff that you need is like it says it in each contract, right? So like you have to use Regis with a specific item equipped or whatever. Like it tells you what skin you gotta use, what accessories you gotta use for it to work. You don't have to have the journey selected. Okay. You just have to do the things the contract tells you to do. Do you need to have done the journey? Like, those contracts came with the journey, right? Do you have to do anything related to the journey? Like, do you have to get to a certain rank or anything like that, Sam? Let's take a look at what Tyxe and Rogbrosz have brought, since that's the game we're going to be watching. I'm going to click start round, but it won't actually start until Hardy and Echo are finished. Which apparently they are. So round 2 starting now, guys. Players have 10 minutes to do their bans. Sounds like you guys had a good series. I'm sad we didn't get to watch it. 1 point wins? Damn. Over here, bottom left. Journey, and then you click on this thing. Or check progress. Click on check progress, and then you can switch which journey you're advancing. I guess I should do this one, because it's my lowest one. Alright, so Rogbrosz brought a dwarf deck with Renew and Angling. Triss Telekinesis. For another Armor's Workshop, I assume? He's even got a Whisperer. Verification. So Renew is Renew for Triss? For Cranmer? He can renew Cranmer. That's kind of cute. You can Cranmer twice. And everything nice. You don't have this button? You don't have this journey button? Make sure you update your game, I guess? Should be here. We have Enslave Assimilate deck. This one again, also with Angleem. Where's the... You don't have the check progress button? Okay, well then just click on this little... And then click exit. Same thing. You might be on mobile. It might be different. Is there another way to get the journeys? You could click on... I don't know the UI on mobile off the top of my head. But anyway, we got here an Enslaved deck. Dark Todd, Angleem, Lydia, no Anna. We have an Inspired Zeal deck with AA, Angleem, Vraxis. So this is kind of like the deck that's popular, but it's running Dandelion and Muzzle and Angleem. The theme here is Angleem today, apparently. And of course, there's a Fruit stack with Mamuna and a couple of constructs. Or just one. Just the Enrage Ifrit. Cyprian Wiley, Enrage Ifrit, Toad. A lot of Fred Dive. Oh, Rogbrosz. He's even got some Kikimor Warriors as engines. Interesting. Rogbrosz cooking. Okay. So what about Tyxe? We got a Deadeye deck with Simless, Waylays, Scenario, Vernathiel. So this is classic elves with Alyssa to put Waylays back in the deck. Yes. We have an Alchemy deck with Compass. So you can use Compass to play Scenario. It's got Rune Mage and Triss. So this is about all the Otkel, all the Praise Blessings. There's even 2 Bear Witchers. Interesting. You have a Carapace Relics deck with forgot the name of this card. Doppler, I think. Double Doppler. All the relics. The problem with this card is it doesn't have any synergy with Necrotome. So very interesting to me, the inclusion. Everybody running Lesser Witches. Maybe I should update my relic deck. Fans are unavailable. Just refresh. Make sure you refresh the page. Make sure you're logged in. Sometimes it has your name up here, but when you refresh, it changes to the login button. Yeah, I don't think Doppler is good in this deck. Because it's on deploy, so if you play it with Necrotome, it doesn't. But they are relics. They will boost Self-Eaters and Ratcatchers, but there's no Ratcatchers here. And they're 5 provisions, so you get to run Musician. It's hard to... Like, you could run Cyclops instead of Dopplers. That's my deck runs double Cyclops instead of Doppler. But Cyclops aren't relics, so they don't boost self-eaters. And we have a Revenant Kimbolt deck. Yeah, this is the the very popular NR deck. This one has Erland, which is apparently 10 provisions now? The hell? This used to be 12, this used to be 12, this used to be 10, this used to be 10, this used to be 10. Was this 9 before? I don't remember. Basically, this deck's gotten like 5 or 6 provisions here. It's gotten like at least 1 provision on the leader. It's gotten 2 points on here, 2 points on here, 2 points on here. Just council welfare for the NR faction.
Onward! Attack!
Game number 1. So we have Rogbrosz playing his take on Inspired Zeal versus Ty, who's playing Otkel Freya's Blessing Spam with Compass. Should be interesting. Double Secret Service, double Siege Master, and then Angeline, which will play a Portal or a Heron Kaduk. Heron Kaduk is also interesting in Alchemy, without Draco Turtle. Wait, no, this is for a Witcher. Okay, this is the Witcher one. I was thinking of Carrot Troll. I'm gonna be casting as Tiny Potato in this game. Small Potato. Here comes a Redanian Agent. This is gonna be 2 points a turn of carryover. Because no, it's not, because there's no Siggy. It's 1 point every 2 turns. What did he boost? He boosted Ensei's. Okay. Boosts on Ensei's are also doubled in value because you use it for removal. Non-Devotion Varaxis. Perfectly fine. You want Varaxis in second form. Third form is just kind of bonus. Because it's reset and order units order ability and give it zeal. Like that's what you want. And then you get to third form, which is whenever you play a soldier boosted by 1, which is like whatever. Knickers is out as well. Will we see a soup on these two? No, we're gonna see a Hofru Singer instead.
Where I'll be under the sea.
Hofru Singers have synergy with this leader because whenever you play an alchemy card, you can heal a unit passively by 1. But that becomes 3 points. So it turns the leader from like +1 per alchemy card to +3 per alchemy card. And you have cards like Bear, which are adept that heal on their own. And then you have cards like Bear, which are Quartermaster that can ping them for points as well. And Darren, which damages itself. So Rogbrosz is gonna drop Seltkirk and take out Hofru's Singer immediately. Here comes Rune Mage. These are also alchemy cards. You usually go for the Skellige one to try and get lucky and get Freya's. Instead, he's gonna get Heime Protector, and that's gonna have synergy with Quartermaster, I guess.
Much better at that.
The plan is going to be to elf and onion soup the Crow Mother. Avalok Sage could play Heron Caduce, so it's not brick yet. Who do I think wins this game? I think Rogbrosz? I don't know. Could go either way, honestly. Like, if Ty wins round 1 and is able to bleed and have a short round 3 with Otkel and Compass into scenario, I think Ty has a better chance. Right now, he's looking like he's winning round 1. So the booster going 1 Whisper to Dandelion, 2 went to Enseus. Are we gonna see a muzzle on this Deafening Siren? Yeah.
Perhaps it would be best if we went out for a bit of air.
Muzzle with Secret Service is very powerful because you can unlock the thing you stole. You're stealing an engine. But not so much in this situation. You don't have to click Hitman. There you go. Sometimes green does not equal click. So here comes Avalok into Heron Caduce.
At last.
It's just going to be a Bear Witcher, I believe.
Double the coin and consider it done.
And then this click will be an extra 4 points. Are we going to see Philippa get played? Seems like it. Yeah. And Crow Mother's gone. But you can still Elf and Onion soup to Avalok Sage and the Rune Mage. That's actually a very good soup. Well, we're going to play Triss first. Into Hofru Singer. I'm guessing.
A thousand beaks like a poisoned
I
arrow
speak
hit.
for the land to the sea, and the lady is content.
Crow Mother's out again. 46 to 38. It's getting very tricky for Rogbrosz. Like this Ballista is 5 points deploy. Baron's not great. Rogbrosz should be killing Avalok Sage. Because of soup, I think. And, like... I don't know if he'll think of that. Yeah, okay. Of course he thinks of that. Barely gets ahead. Here comes soup. Not the best soup if we're being... Wait.
Step careful there.
Puts it on the back row. But he doesn't actually have a way of damaging this. But maybe he can bait that he has it. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Varaxis comes down. First form Varaxis. Gonna get floated. He's got Secret Service on the board, so it can't be locked. Hofru gets killed. Even though it was next to Heime Protector. Now we just see the Mardro again getting Ty ahead. I guess the plan is always to reset the Protector, so And I guess it's not going to be enough for Ty to catch up here. But he did get a lot out of Rogbrosz. He got Varaxis, he got Sensei, he got Baron, he got Philippa. I know NR decks have like 65 golds on average, but that's still a pretty expensive round one. Clicking this is 2 points. Oh, he's going to go for it. He's going to leader. Could he have gotten there without leadering? Leader was 9 points. Clicking this was 2. So 7. 7 less points. He wouldn't have had enough. He had the leader. There's Quen. Quen's very strong. There is the Bear Witcher in the deck for Quen. There's a Freya's in hand that he wants to play. Now he's got Compass, which he does not want to play, I don't think.
Damn it.
Just gonna drop a Quen for 10 points. And now Angleem's gonna carry.
Time to dump or get off the privy.
Oh, Angleem into Portal. Thinning his deck. Doesn't get ahead, but he's thinning the deck.
I'll cleave you in two.
Oh, this is nice because it's actually the Heron Kaduk. That's massive Heron Kaduk value. Dandelion is 7. And then this will pull another 4, right? Where's 7?
Asking me for help. Now that's smart.
Ty's gonna pass. He's not gonna play Compass here. We know that. Because Compass could like get you out and then you're screwed. So Rogbrosz is gonna actually leader so that he can click the Dandelion. Is that worth it? I don't know. He boosted the Redanian Knight because he was worried, but he didn't need to boost the Redanian Knight. He was getting enough points either way. But this is not the greatest hand. Oh, look at these cards, man. Okay. So he draws a Siege Master, which means he has to AA for a Terra Ballista. Which is fine. And then maybe hope that he doesn't draw a Secret Service. Because I don't think he's getting a status here. Rogbrosz will open with Redanian Knight. I think. But this is Ty just has too many points. Like that was a good lead by Ty, but most importantly, it was a really good round one. I think. Yeah, you're gonna play Ermion into Freya's. There's already 2 Freyas in the graveyard. This will be a 3rd Freya. He can even Freya a Bear Witcher. There's A into Caraballo, so let's see what he draws. Could be an Anseus.
I pass on every.
He does not draw the Anseus, he draws the Siege Master. Rogbrosz is cooked, seared, well done, charred, blackened, crisped, smoked.
Nice punching. Again.
He got barbecued by his own deck. There's no other way to put it. I mean, he'll get winch value, but I suppose the better thing to do is drop a Siege Master over here to the right. That's actually his best play. Not Winch. If he played Siege Master, he gets 1 point from this. From this, and then next turn, this would have been a 2. I think. I don't know. It doesn't. None of it matters. Like I'm analyzing a 2-point difference when he's about to lose by like 30 points.
All that dancing around. Not for me.
Like, yeah, he just didn't get Siege Masters in round 1 and round 2. That's why people play rough hearts, man. So that's game 1. Now Ty will be blue coin. You gonna play Carapace or Elves? This is his Elves deck. It's a Scenario Vanadane Simless deck. And his Carapace deck is Relics with Doppler. I mean, even if he gets Sensei, it's there. Like, even with perfect draws, he was losing that round 3. He just had to use too much round 1. Because he had a lot of damage engines, but the Alchemy deck was just printing raw points. I guess I can update the result. There you go. Is there something gonna happen? This is the song Morty requested 2 hours ago. I wonder if it's a Eurovision song. Anybody watch Eurovision yesterday? I guess Bulgaria won? How was it? Only thing I saw from it was a clip of like when like they would call Israel's name, like the audio would just get like clamped. Like you heard nothing, and like that's like, oh, and people expressing their opinions. Yeah, it's so awkward because there was no, like, I could not hear cheering or booing. Is there a bug? Yeah, there seems to be. I'm gonna do a thing. You guys will need to redo bands. Um, what's? I'm gonna reset it, and because we're starting in game 2, the coins will look wonky, but Ty will be blue coin first. Okay, or it will be game 2, and Ty will be blue coin. Just ignore the coins that you see over here. Okay, just do the same bands. And you'll play your game 2 as it stands, where Rogbrosz will be red, Ty will be blue, even though the UI won't say so. Okay, redo bands. I've been told if nothing nice to say, say nothing. I mean, 5 countries boycotted. And the team that was in second place, there's like pretty credible accusations of vote botting going on. And I watched some of those songs, and they did not seem good. They did not seem like things people would vote for. Maybe they'll have better rules for voting next time. I don't know, man. I feel like if nobody wanted me in some competition, I would just not go. I just be like, it's fine. I don't like. It doesn't seem that important. Did the same thing last year. Was obviously going to do the same thing this year. It didn't even vote to expel them. Oh. Oh, I was supposed to set the result of this. Alchemy won, and then this lost. I like some of the songs. I don't know if they're all from this year, but the Espresso song is really good. The Sauna song is really good. Wrong coins? No, it's just the UI thing. I is blue, Rog is red. Those are all from last year? Oh, never mind then. I guess that kind of
Asking me for help. Now that's smart.
All right, it's a green cabbage battle. Waylay elves versus armored dwarves. This should be interesting. No scenario in hand for Ty, but he's got Curse Scroll. He has Vanadine in hand and a Waylay, so that's nice. I don't. Yeah, I guess Squirrel is actually good here. You can Squirrel in Armor's Workshop
Weapons laugh to score.
to play for 7, but it's not. And you can also Squirrel a Nero if you have the tempo. You have to play a card first before you can use Curse Scroll. So we don't know if Ty's grabbing Scenario or not. I'm guessing they are and playing it. Usually you play Scenario. Used to be songs with a few funny, crazy Europop entries. Most entries last night were me. Were no actual songs. Sad. I don't know how it works. Like when you have like the finals, is it? I assumed it was like a lot of songs were already. Like I thought it was just like the remaining two, and maybe they were each gonna bring like one new song or something. Ooh, verification on the scenario to deny a waylay, and some points.
Let us sing the song of steel.
'Cause this deck doesn't actually run P-Wave, so it does run Angoline.
Humans above, beasts below. Don't know which is worse.
So Rogbrosz plays the Mahakam Pass. Then Vanadane gets 2 waylays. Can Rogbrosz contest? I think he can. Gonna just get all the carryover for now. Will he click the minor? All right, because this deck can play double Cranmer. I remember now. So he's probably gonna try and do that here. I knows this armor is actually points essentially if Cranmer gets played, so he's working on that.
Take back what was stolen.
Maybe it was better to remove the minor to deny workshop. But we've got these Mahakam Marauders now as well. 2 Marauders for Rogbrosz. It's going to be hard. Wow, look at this, already 10 armor on this minor. That's crazy. Yeah, I've never actually watched it. I just assumed it worked like the American ones.
Aaron has shown us the way.
I will not let this become a second
It's
son.
against the law to buy alcohol for minors. Where's okay? I get the minor pun, but like, where's was there ale? Like what? Connect the dots for me.
I do what
First into Armor's Workshop is kind of poggers, actually. I think Rogbrosz really cooked with this Dwarf deck. How do you stop it? Look at this! 17-point Marauder, man! Oh, it's beautiful. And he's gonna renew the Cranmer. Squirrel? Wait, what got squirreled? The Triss got squirreled. Triss got squirreled, so he can't renew the Triss. But he's gonna renew Cranmer. Right? The other thing is this Elder Bear actually stopped this Vernasso Commando from boosting too. So it was doubly good.
the only good human is a dead human.
Ty gets ahead by 1 point. That's crazy. But he didn't lead her at all. Are we going to see Rogbrosz pop the Cranmer now? Is it 5? Okay. And I nerf Riptide. I don't have a problem with this card, because this card has counterplay and setup and synergy. It's a bullshit card, but I don't think it should be nerfed.
I've never run from
Okay, this spore, a 23-point spore isn't enough to get ahead. That's when you know you're in trouble. So Rogbrosz gets to the next round with a bunch of carryover on the board after winning on even from red. Woo. No, one workshop was from Tyxe, Pio. He played Tyxe into workshop. He's got another workshop in the deck. And he played Cranmer, but his deck runs Renew. So he's planning to Cranmer again. I mean, it makes sense because he's got backup plan and just workshop, and his opponent's deck has Waylay and Spore. So the odds of getting workshop is pretty high. Oh, Whisper of Dolbathana.
The Valley of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful. Kedmir Vanity.
Double Tempering. That's a very strong bleed.
In each of us dwells both chaos and
So he's gonna get the Simless this round, and then what will Ty have left
the
next
Valley
round?
of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful.
I mean, Rock's gonna go for 2-0. There's no doubt in my mind. Like, he can play Simless now and still be able to Cranmer next round if he wants to. Well, his Whisper is dead. So I guess he can't Cranmer anymore. Or he can't. It didn't make sense to Simless now.
Empirically, that is how it must be tested.
I has to go down a card. That's 8 points. Still needs another 7. So he'd have to lead her 3 times. He never drew Angus. Because it's not a trap deck. So all of these Waylays have been less points. That's pretty brutal, man. Do I just give Rogbrosz the win already? Like, this feeling. It's like the opposite of last game. Oh, finally Angus shows up. Welcome in! Come on in! The water's fine. Round 3 Angus with 0 leader charges. Fine. Opponent has double last say with Simless and... Oh, he doesn't draw the Renew. Oh well. We're not going to see that combo, but...
Your bet will guide us.
What is this trap? This is Deception. Yeah. The only trap in this deck is Deception. I mean, Rock can just play backup plan here if he wants, or he can play Skirmisher. Either one's fine. What's Angeline gonna be? Probably just Vile.
Round up the prisoners.
And maybe you should Angeline now.
Time to die. I'll do so sword in hand.
I mean, Verno's not nothing, but it's just not gonna be enough.
Whitesider, Estes, Altes,
Oh wait, this has synergy with Simless. Simless is an elf. I just realized.
Leave none alive.
So 33 to 17. Skirmisher first. And then Simless into double backup plan.
You are no lunet.
Time to die. I'll do so sword in hand.
And Ty will forfeit. The score ended up being a little closer than I was suggesting, but it was still like very clear. So now that ties up the series. Let's see if Tourney Platform will cooperate. Okay, there's an invite. That's something. You're watching the subtitles? Iraise is a monkey. And that one worked fine. That one worked fine. Come on. Do better, subtitles. Do better. It's trying, okay? And this isn't like the ChatGPT AI, by the way. This is just running locally, and it's just a basic voice-to-text model from Google. But look, it's better than nothing. And trust me, it's better than like the default closed captioning from Microsoft. It's superior. Okay. The game 2, dwarves 1. The words are reading like it's justifying its existence. There you go. Maybe if I wasn't a mumbling potato and I enunciated more clearly, then the model wouldn't have so much trouble. But screw that! Ain't nobody got time to like enunciate and shit, man. Just here to watch some Gwent and chill, man. I can't even imagine what it did with all that. How to do? Maybe I just cast like the whole rest of this like series is like just mumbling and shit. Then ask just to see like how badly I can screw it up. What a next matchup of intelligent decks. Because it's monsters. So Lampchain is Riptide Protection. No Self-Eaters in hand for Tide. That's unfortunate. Oops, you get some carryover with Brewis. You see I joined at the right time for some beams. Yes, Alvinger. Everyone's turned on closed captioning and they're trying to see how beautifully it translates my poetic casting. Actual solid gold. So this is like a 2-point a turn engine. Because Fruits would be 1 point a turn on its own.
It's crucial not to lose your head.
We're replacing that with a 4-point. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's between 2 and 3 points a turn. Players are playing quickly though, as they kind of know. Kai does have enough now for Witch Apprentice, but passes. Rogbrosz was getting earned value, and you're not winning against this when you have like no unicorns, no self-eaters. There's no reason to waste time in this round. These are just good cards to have as carryover for Necrotome, although you don't technically need Lesser Witch in the graveyard. I think this Pellar is useless, right? Yeah, there's no locks on the other side. Cyprian Wily can be good because you can use it to kill a self-eater that's split. Toad similarly will be good for that. And of course, Erudite. And this Ifrit. So Rogbrosz has a lot of ways to deal with this. I think this matchup should be good for Rogbrosz. He even has a Heat Wave for the Necrotome. And Ty currently doesn't even have Golden Necker in hand. He still has to draw it. Should see an Ifrit to answer the Self-Eater immediately. No Siri in Golden Necker just feels wrong? Usually, I also don't play Siri in Relics. Like, it takes up board space, honestly.
I'm so done PhD. It's a pity I can never finish.
I mean, you could run it, but it's hard to justify it over something like Roach because drawing your Golden Necker is a lot more important. And with Incubus and Self-Eaters, you usually don't have trouble against bleeds. Not as much as other decks, like Vampires do, for example. Golden Liqueur. Okay, Cyclops. So, one was answered by Ifrit, the other one by Cyclops. Rogbrosz's deck just has no chill. He has more than enough control, I think. Or he has enough control to deal with all that. He's forced to give his opponent a Kikimor Warrior. I guess the idea is it's like on this row anyway, so. And then Erudite answers the third Self-Eater. I will play another one now.
Hearts, livers, awful.
Is Lady of the Lake of Brick right now? It is. Probably should have leadered the last one, if we're being honest. How big was Erudite? No, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. But what are you scared of at this point? I guess a second Cyclops? Heat Wave is used now, so Rogbrosz is really just gonna step on the gas. He won't have Heat Wave for the Necrotome anymore. And Ty is playing Unicorns now. I mean, whatever he hit with Unicorn was gonna be the targets, but maybe he should have hit the 6. These are like little mini ethereals at this point.
When pigs fly.
I think he's not even he's gonna need a leader charge for this to grow. There it is. Oh, the second leader charge I don't know if I agree with. Or the third, I mean, the final. Just a Goliath for even more points. And then I think Rogbrosz is just going to pass now. He's up 20 points. You could play Cyprian for tempo. I guess that's fine.
Slow, ain't ya?
70 to 37. Okay. Well, we know Rog's last card is a brick. He's not going to be playing it.
Blueberries, blueberries.
But I'm not sure Ty can even get there. This is an extra 8 points. This is 11. Okay, he gets there barely. But he has good chance of drawing Golden Necker. But he's got to dodge these 2 bricks. And then all he has left is Incubus and Wispus. And these Dopplers are just not gonna do well. Like he can't even mulligan right now. Let's Pred dive. His Doppler will play for like 4 points. At least it will protect him from Pred dive. He gets 2 self-eaters. But there is an Aaron dive. So that's what I predict Rogbrosz will target. Because I don't think he's getting... Well, I guess he could lock first. Lock is also good. Either way, you want to remove one of these. And maybe if you play Aguara first, then you are making your Erendite not hit the fruit. But you're not getting... you're not going to get ahead in points to grow Erendite anymore. Since you have to deal with these engines first. You're going to play Mamuna last.
I'm so damn tasty. It's a pity I can never finish.
3-point Doppler. Oh, and the Pred dive gets the 1 and 3. Just to add insult to injury. Ouch. I mean, Mamuna, Erendite. More than enough.
You will be much happier.
Yeah, Ty's gonna resign. And Rogbrosz is gonna win the series 2-1. Congratulations, Rogbrosz is gonna go to the semifinals. Sometimes when you're winning, you're really winning, yeah. So next round's going to be Ninja Peg Rogbrosz and Last Days of Gwent versus Green Urichik. So we're going to be watching this game. Let's go, semifinals time. These are some long names. Did we see what Last Days brought? GG, guys. It was a very, very close series, kind of. Just like you guys took turns just beating the crap out of each other. Okay, so Last Days has brought an alchemy deck with care. Okay, so this is Artist, Self Wound, Care Trolled, and there's a Prince Willem. That's interesting. Instead of like Maxi or Fisher King or anything like that, just a tutor for like, oh no, I missed an important gold. But there are a lot of golds in this deck. An Arrakis deck with... Hello. Ooh. One moment, please. One moment, please. It's very important. This is urgent. Gotta. Alright. Haunt, Crimson Curse, Heatwave, Hive Mind, Laura Doran with Phantom. I saw Full Tilt was playing something with similar ideas. Basically, Laura with Phantom Swarm, not in a Tatterwing deck. So this will be fun to try. We have a Dwarves Ragnarok deck with Garrison and Zoltan, all the Zoltans, Novi Justice, Barclay Elves. So this is just like Swarm Dwarves with Etril and Merlega. Navlock Sage. Okay. And then we have Shoop NG with Rune Mage, Yenvo, Lydia, Kala, War Council. So a couple of artifacts, Calvi, and then the kind of cards you would expect, just a bunch of 4 and 5p cards, tactics as much as possible. This is a Soldiers Shoop deck, so there's Pikeman, Marine, Alba. Yeah. Even a standard bear for funsies. And then green, we saw their decks already. So we have you had 19 wins in a row. You're climbing from like rank 15, right? What did you lose to? We have a Mach-Compass Dwarves Constructs deck. Nilfgaard Tech Yoink with Scorpions. Ooh. Well, you know what you gotta do? Immediately go to the Balance Council and nerf like all the cards in your opponent's deck. That's what I do. Every time I lose a game, I just go and like add one of their cards to the nerf list. This is the Carapace Shoop Adastriga deck. This is Reen's Tactical Decision with Ivar Phoenix. And then this is DNR deck with Erland that we saw before. It's very interesting stuff. I'm kind of excited for this series. Half invites gone out. To ban start. They've done their ban. And I am marked as an observer. Okay. There's the invite. Let's go. Sage advice. You know they cook my brethren and then season it with sage, right? You just trying to trigger me, Irays? Next you're gonna be talking about like garlic butter and rosemary too? No regard for potato life. What would you know about potato life? You know nothing. Imagine not spending your first few years in the dirt, literally. Yeah, if I put down my green screen, you can. Oh wait. I forgot. This one doesn't have dirt. Never mind. Moving on. I'm a civilized Tato. Okay, I live in a studio. What do you want? I used to be in the dirt. Let me see if I can find some baby pictures. Hold on. See how young and hopeful I was as a little baby potato. Now I'm jaded. No, I knew what you meant, Iris. Okay, so we're gonna see this Arrakis deck that I was excited about. And it runs Archispore. How do we consume? What? There's a toad. But we don't have a toad. Oh, we do have Endrigo Warrior. Okay, we're fine, we're fine.
Millet, no bacon bits, no butter.
And we also have Night Wraith, which plays for 6 and another 2 once consumed. So it's actually a good card now. It's like 8 for 4 if you consume it. And since you were going to use this to consume that anyway, it's kind of a freebie. Green here looks like they're just going to play for carryover. This is actually 13. Rico's at 13. Will we see DMT played now? Pred Dive where? This deck could run Pred Dive, honestly. Just see an offering on a 1 power card. And last days will just pass. Just says goodbye, GG. I'm not gonna get bled, so I think I win the long round kind of thing. And green is forced to play Snowdrop, which is not something you usually want to do without leader. This Phoenix isn't going to carry over though. Not unless you play her next round. Right? Phoenix isn't like it requires a click. And green is down to 4 cards. So he's gonna like leader and Phoenix and that was a misplay. Was there a way for him to get there without playing the Phoenix though? How many points did he win by? By 5? Yeah, I guess he could have played Sanavar instead of Phoenix. And Phoenix will still end up being like a 9 for 10. Like it's not great either way. I mean, if you don't bleed a Laura deck, like you're kind of cooked. Yeah, instant pass from green. This Phoenix is gone. Last stage just plays a squirrel. Now they're ahead. It's not an Erendite deck. Still missing some golds. Do you try to thin? Do you try to play Hive Mind until you have carryover? Like maybe you play a Nat Selection now to thin? I don't know. There's not really any important organic cards, so I would. Interesting. Why play the Spontaneous Evo? Not Hive Mind and not. Oh, I guess you need that selection with like a Stalker maybe to kill the Reeds. Okay, but I mean, not having Phoenix is not the end of the world. It's just like 5 less carryover that it's like, it's fine. This will be interesting to see if right now this is the only target for Hillock. And there's 4 gold, so Haunt might not be available. Last days gets to go first, so they immediately get rid of Wahan Riders. This is smart. You can, in Arrakis decks, these can sometimes become really awkward if you don't get rid of them right away. There's Doedric.
Wishes from the capital.
Are we just gonna see Crimson Curse? Or Hive Mind? Looks like it's Hive Mind. I'll be this into this. Hatchling first, okay. Does he get offering? There's Doedric. Doedric has like a lot of utility here. Gives you like infinite hand fix. You do want to play a soldier to get these guys out. Siri got put back in the deck. Interesting. Why? Standard bearers. 2 standard bearers are kind of a counter to Laura, aren't they? Or not counter, but like they're very good against the Laura deck. Hey, Podlatski. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good evening to you as well. So Alba comes down and locks Hatchling, and now we see. Ooh, is that a misplay? Because the Stalker now is gonna get offering. And then how do you answer reads? Like there was no rush. Like either you were playing Curse last turn. Okay. Gonna lead her twice to get it out of offering range. That's fine.
Let's you and me have some fun.
Wow, rinsing the Siri just to get rid of the Stalker. It makes sense because with the Stalker con, you have to heat wave the reads. But I mean, you're fine to heat wave the reads, right? Plus, there's even a Dorgary in this deck. Get rid of your Siri and your. I guess Siri's not that big a deal. No, it was because it was it was a Booherd, which is 6 points plus 8. It was a 14-point series.
There's nothing
Is that well? Name well? I tried. I'm so bad at like Polish pronunciations.
Are you a knight, sir? Or are you
But thank you. I assume Polish. There's a Knight Challenger. A Knight Challenger actually did a lot of points. I still think Last Days is winning this. When are we going to see the Death Wish scenario? Or are we? I guess Naglfar is going to be used to play the Empyrean Phantom. After we Laura Doran. There's another thing. Without the Stalker, how do you kill the first Laura? Laura's at 3 power. Never mind. You can kill her fine. Last thing is going to play Red Riders. And then next turn play Laura. So first I need to get maximum number of bodies. Offering answering the Kikimor Worker is tragic for Last Days. Wait. So next turn is going to be Laura. Deck has been emptied. This Ivar won't be spectacular in this matchup. Not getting to play the scenario really sucks, because the scenario gives you a lot of consumes, and you can use the most consumes to kill the Plague Maiden as well, and get a lot of bodies for your Lara. And as it is, it's just like 9 bodies is not what a Swarm deck wants. You want a lot more than that. Wasn't that Frost is a little early? Wasn't it better to play Wisper's Tribute first?
Humans pay halflings no mind, and that's a good thing.
Doesn't matter now, though. You're committed. You have to play Laura. What? Are we only going to play Laura once? I thought the whole point of this deck was to play Laura twice.
I spy with my evil eye.
There's the Ivar. 10-point Ivar. Pretty small, but...
Freedom. I long for freedom.
So much hatred. So much spite.
And then Laura gets Heat Wave. Like, what are we doing? How did we screw this up so badly? Uncharacteristic from last season of Gwent. Usually they play really well. Kind of botched it in round 3, I feel like. It's kind of like how I would play it. Just get overwhelmed and... freak out and this was on purpose. Beal said they're tired of losing in the fights. They're just speeding things along. Maybe. Is it just... Okay, there it is. Updated. So this game is going to be last days as Red Coin and Green Eurochichik on blue. This is gone, so is it going to be Carapace? Yep. Carapace against Soldiers. Like they went Frost, Organic, and then Laura. If they had just gone Organic, then Frost and Laura, they could have won that game. He should have won that game. So this is the Shoop Shoop deck with Adastriga. Puzzle box. Right? Is there a puzzle box? Yes, there is. Decent amount of control. Not a lot of points, but... No Alpha Werewolf for last days. Koyatel. Looking for an archer, I guess. Just finds a Duncanel Guardian. Ooh. Yeah, Green says, let me show you how to roll ST. Let me show you how to roll an ST rune spell. It gets a Cat Witcher, which is kind of busted right now. It got buffed to 5 power. But Obsidian Mirror.
I prefer elves, dwarves.
That's something. The Drowner can answer the Catwitcher, though. Decides not to. Oh! That's even better.
Bodlaschike just followed.
But that's it. Podlaschike? Is that how the DPS does it? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. That was beautiful. I mean, it was correct because if the Drowner, like if the Catwitcher doesn't kill it, then you can still kill it with Cyclops next turn. And that turn, the Catwitcher was, because there was nothing on melee road, there was nothing target. So far, it's going very well for green in round 1.
As good as dead.
Just a 6-point assassination. Remedy's not great at the moment, but later it will be used to get a Catwitcher, so. And we see a werewolf get played. For max points, which is 7. And a leader charge. He's worried about, what, a joust? That's why they protected this. And Marine is at 5 power. Because Calbeat was played, and they knew exactly what would be on top, which was shoot. 1 or 2 point under optimal footprints. Now we see a Bacala. A second Marine. Finally, there's stuff on the melee row, so immediately Last Days drops the Bacala. So Last Days really is contesting the round. Normally, this deck would want to play these artifacts in round 2. It's not really worth destroying this artifact with Shoop, though, right? Redea is the choice. Redea will proc Thrive.
For you, a very special item.
And create a lamp gen. So 48 to 26. Now, wow, Last Day is going to go for the Lydia. No hesitation. Lydia against monsters is actually kind of decent. Because monsters don't have as many specials as other factions. And sometimes, like, if you're against the Mamuna deck and you get Bleeding Effigy, you just win the game. As it stands, it's not great.
I will see it done for you.
It's just going to be Hideous Feast. Plays for 6 points. Plus the 4. So, and 10-point Lydia, not great, but not terrible either. And with the 4 points a turn from Marines, compared to, like, basically 2 points a turn here. Last Days will Heat Wave a Marine, and I guess the plan is to use Geralt. Kill the other Marine.
Any last words?
And now without the Marines, there's no reason for Last Days to stay. 27 to 47. They forced out a lot. That was a very good round 1 for Last Days, I think. Did I play any other deck builders? I played some Marvel Snap for a while, but kind of stopped because it was... the people who run that game just really want you to spend a lot of money, and I don't want to spend a lot of money. I played Slay the Spire. I don't know if that counts. But no, I didn't play like Hearthstone, Magic, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever. Well, I played like a couple of games of like offline Magic just to learn how it works and stuff. But I'm not very knowledgeable. It's just gonna be War Council. So what's left? Redea, Heatwave, Shoop, Yenvo, and then some soldiers. Remedy for a Catwitcher. Not bad. The other side we have... Woof! These three are still in the deck. Round 3 Maxi, the classic. Okay, at least Oniro's in hand. Mix of heroes with Slay the Spire. Like Heroes of Might and Magic? I actually haven't played Heroes, but I do plan to try it because it seems like my kind of game. I do like strategy games. And I guess it's getting kind of a big revival. Anybody else in the chat? Did any of you play Heroes? Dave's been trying to get me to play it, Dave Ex Machina. And I saw some of the other, like I think Centurion Lion plays it. There's an offering to boost the Adastriga. Shoot, by the way, is also a token. So Striga can eat a 6-power shoot. Even without getting buffed. I'm not a huge fan of roguelikes as a genre. Like I've played lots of roguelikes, but like I don't know how I feel about it. Green here is just being very uninteractive, which is great because Last Days of Hand is all about interaction. And this Redea Lampkin is a target. I wonder if we'll see this get locked. Does kind of block the Riptide. Alternatively, this... Okay, it's going to be Shoop. Interesting. Hey, Freaky Mad. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Whoa, Shoop yoink. Gets the Redea. Very nice. Hoping, I'm sure they were hoping to get the light cab, but not. It could have been worse. It could have been Lampjet. Subtitles. Heroes of Might and Magic. I raise. Anyone's in a gifting mood. Freaky Mad it's their birthday today. Congrats, man. How old are you? You doing anything special? Other than, of course, watching this stream. What? Oh, shit, man. You're like half my age. Dude, enjoy. Enjoy and just remember that things don't last forever. And use the time that you have. Like, kind of try and figure out what it is you want to do and just start doing it. Don't wait. Don't get stuck in analysis paralysis trying to like worry too much about doing the wrong thing or whatever. Just do it. You'll be fine.
I divined this.
I literally just crumpled into dust. Yeah. Yeah, you can paste links.
I do not mince words.
Wait, where did this come from?
Principle.
Oh, they just gave it armor somehow to reactivate it? With leader, right? I don't understand. Why play this now? Oh, they want to eat the Shoop. I mean, lastly, should go for Shoop Destroy Random, right? Eat ice cream. Very nice. Wait, why didn't it work? Or did it destroy the wrong thing? And like last days. Yeah, let's watch an instant replay of that. Maybe on their end they saw it. Like maybe they saw the animation and they noticed what it was gonna hit. Or no, green forfeited. Green forfeited because, let's see. Let's say this kills the 2. Then puzzle box. But there's a lamp gen. That's a token. And so is the shoot. So even if this kills the 2, you'll be at 12 points. 12 to 21. You have a leader charge and you have, like... I don't understand. That seems like a... The only way that forfeit makes sense is if on, like, in their game, somehow they saw what got destroyed, and we didn't. Because of, like, observing or something. Because if that kills the Striga, then the game's over. Which leader ability for NG cultists? So cultists have gotten like giga nerfed. But if I was playing cultists, I would be playing. So you used to play soldiers, right? So that you could boost up or infuse a fawn. Does that still work, guys? Do you still do Imperial Formation for a fawn? When you're playing cultists? I don't know. I haven't seen anyone play cultists in a long time. Kinda got nerfed to like unviability. No. So the most important thing when you play cultists is if your scenario gets heat wave, you lose. It's over. So what people would do in competitive, like when cultists were like a real deck, was they would make sure that the turn that they played their scenario, they could full leader, a fawn would pop out of the deck, and a fawn they would have infused a fawn, and so when they play a fawn, it triggers chapter 1 of the scenario, the turn that you play. So you get the initial spawn and the chapter 1 in the same turn, and so even if they heat wave, you still got the infusion effect. A lot of stuff going on here. Holy shit. Scenario got eaten by Shoop. Kriga came out, ate a token. and then got heat waved. We got Crimson Curse hitting Veil. There's a Maxi on the back row.
And now I shall break you.
Does this deck run TA? Was TA used? Yeah, okay. They TA'd Ekimara. Last days did, which is, I think, a mistake. And then Striga came and ate it. Crimson Curse does not disappoint here, for once. But Cyclops negates the bleed. Are we going to see Laura get played? I think we're going to see Laura. The only question is, how many leader charges will we have?
Trickery. Treachery.
Yeah, so there's Hillick. No leader charges. Okay. So just with that. And then Crimson Curse hits Veil again. A lot of people hated cultists. That's why it's been nerfed to death. More people hated cultists than they hated Mill. Another trick you can do with cultists is there's a card, I forget the name. It's the one where the guy's peeling a potato, the soldier. I think it's the recruit or the veteran or something. And you play Magni, and you infuse Magni in your deck. You drop the recruit on the board, then you play Scenario, click the recruit to play the Magni into Royal Decree in the same turn that you play the Scenario. So last day's pass is here. And Riptide will be 12 points. Riptide will be enough. But Green will opt to play Dorigary plus a lock, plus a leader charge here instead. I feel like that's incorrect. I don't think you're getting good Riptide value in this game. But we'll see. Mostly targeted bronzes? I mean, it just depends. Like, on a lot of things. Like, what's in your deck, what you're playing. Like, how many cards around is. Like, the math is actually kind of complicated. If you have, like, 6 cards, you play 3 bronzes first and then 3 golds. You play... Sometimes you gotta, like, play something to protect the bronze. Like, so Green's gonna push. Makes Redea into Crystal Skull. Have to try them out. They're very weak now and also very difficult. You just kind of be asking for a lot of pain. Yeah, I mean, I've played lots of cultists. I've never gotten 1,000 points. You kind of need a winning opponent to let you do that. Like, the most I've gotten is like 300-400 points. Like that. And that's like very rare. Like, that's like what? Yeah, now cultists have gone through a lot of changes by CDPR and then also by players. So last days is setting up to just go for another Laura, it seems. Possibly. I mean, what do you do as Green? Like, your heat wave is 6 points, Squirrel is whatever. But you haven't forced a Lara, so okay, he's gonna play the Riptide now. I think we're gonna see Laura now. No, Hive Mind first. No, Dorigary first. Hive Mind's on top. Interesting. So Plague Maiden is enough. Evolution is enough. How many points do you need? You need 10 points. Yeah, evolution should be enough. I don't know what we're thinking about. Evolution's 9 points. This is 110. 11 maybe? And discounted. Oh, right. If you use it on beasts, it's an extra point. Here you go, man. I made a guide on cultists a while back. Go check it out. Yeah, there's lots of like videos like that on my YouTube channel. You can just search for the faction or the archetype. This is cool. Last days can Drago Warrior to create 3 bodies after consuming 2. That's in a way to minimize heat wave value. This is a lot of bodies. It's interesting. Like, why not play the Red Riders first? You get maximum frost value. Instead of playing the puzzle box to give your opponent. I guess it was a gamble if they don't have something they can transform that you would get the thing from the box, but oh, never mind. Green played the puzzle box. I'm dumb. Ignore me. Here comes Laura.
So much spite.
63-29. Very cool. I will be playing this deck that this Laura deck for sure. I'm gonna try it out because I love when people like mix archetypes and try to do creative things. This is one of those decks. Okay, so that ties up the series 1-1. Last day's wait, no. I'm sorry, it was 1-1. My bad. Last Days wins the series 2-1 and advances to the finals. I'm going to quickly jump to the other game. Right? Is that game 3, guys? Yeah, that was game 3. See if we can catch the tail end of Ninja Pang versus Rogbrosz. Song is brought to you by iRays. I will be right back. I'm back. I went and got a snack. Hi, Sam. Sorry. Was it the wrong one? Yeah, this is the one you meant, right? Well, I didn't want to scam you out of your song request. All right, so we're jumping into the other semifinal between Ninja Pang and Rogbrosz. Ninja Pang won a game with Jackpot. Rogbrosz won a game with Zeal. And now Rogbrosz is going to be Blue Coin. I don't think he's playing Assimilate from Blue, so it's probably going to be Dwarves again. Will Ninja Pang play Force of Nature, which I believe is a Kashi deck? Yeah. Is Ninja Pang around? So the turning platform is doing turning platform things. Maybe Ninja Pang is taking a break. Anyone recognize this music? Thronebreaker? Not quite, but I can see Witcher? Nope. It's not from a CDPR game. Here we go. Game number 3 between Rogbrosz and Ninjapang. And yeah, Ninjapang does go for Force of Nature and Rogbrosz goes for Dwarves. Rome Total War? Nope. It's a game that came out last year. Czech studio. I hear Lady Catherine's bosom. There it is. Ash got it. It's a Kingdom Come Deliverance. Witcher 3 came out last. Yeah. Witcher 3 is a new game.
Humans above, beasts
We already got a winner, Irace.
worse.
We already got a winner. So Rogbrosz opens with a minor. Ninjapang has scenario. Will they play? They don't have Kaji in hand yet, but they do have What I Betsy. Caravan Vanguards, Highwayman, Roach Knickers. Riptide right away. I like this. I like this a lot. And Rogbrosz with Angoleem
Come close.
gets a curved damsel on the board. This damsel's actually a bit of a menace. Especially with TA on the board. It's a very powerful combo. It's good to kill the dwarf, because that dwarf was going to give 4 armor to something. And that's a lot of, like... This order on this card is worth 6 points in this deck. So it's an 11 for 4, essentially. Which is busted. Right? But also, like, good deck building. Like, if you drop the mana right now, you get a 6-power damsel, right? Rogbrosz can TA his own damsel and kill it. Now, like, you can't really trigger the other chapters. If you could, that would be really busted for you. Ninjapang is going to play the Cursed Damsel anyway. He doesn't really have a choice. He has things he wants to play and he needs to thin the deck. But right now, the biggest card in the deck is a Cyclops. So he kind of needs to play One-Eyed Betsy to put the Necker Warriors back in the deck. Who will slam more points? Yeah, I mean, there's some control, right? There's this lock here. There's 2 backup plans. You can use... The backup plans can kill a cat. So this Simless will counter Sir Scratch a lot. And yeah, as I said, Rogbrosz can TA and kill the other 5 unit. Now we're going to see Mahakam Pass come down in round 1.
Kraken! It's the easiest part of the job.
Giant Slayer gets 7 armor. And starts working on this Riptide. The ninja just uses a Necker Warrior to proc Thrive. That's interesting. Or to proc the scenario. Something he can do is if he plays Neckers next. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he could Cyclops the Riptide, but He still does it just to deny carryover from Giant Slayer and an engine. But he does end up hitting some armor. This thing still has 9 armor though, so Marauder's looking juicy. Probably gonna see Zoltan first. Well, no. No, we're not. Could see Triss. Yeah, it is Triss. Triss is gonna be into Armor Workshop. 12 armor now on this Giant Slayer. This Rogbrosz deck is really something. I'm kind of a fan. You can just like play Mahakam Pass and get lots of armor. Renew on Cranmer gives you a lot of possibility your opponents aren't going to expect right now. Okay, so finally we do see One-Eyed Betsy come down. Now, when you play the Caravan Vanguard, it will actually get boosted by 2. The first one will. And then he can replay the other one and get it to 6. Which will still proc Thrive. Are we going to see Rogbrosz use a lock? I think you... Well, no, because he's got 16-point Marauders here. He can keep playing. He's also got Zoltan. I think you have to save this for Kashi. Because you don't really have an answer to... Like, you're using these to kill Sir Scratch a lot. So you need to save the lock for Kashi, in my opinion. Rogbrosz is running out of... Okay, there it is. He's getting a lot of Thrive value out of this Damsel, too. Or the Damsel was, like, down to 5... Or not a lot, but he's getting some Thrive value. Okay, so next Vanguard that gets played will get boosted by an extra 2 from the chapter, because it won't be proccing. It wouldn't have proc Thrive, but then it will. This is a really nice combo. These like Neckers and Caravan Vanguards and Betsy. Of course, having used Scenario and Betsy, you don't have a way to instantly proc your Kashi a second time other than just Leader, but it should be fine. So Rogbrosz is going to use Tempering now. He didn't use it last time. Gets an extra 2 points out of the armor. He knows, Rogbrosz knows you really can't give ground to this Kashi deck. If Ninja gets round control, Rogbrosz probably is in a bad place.
Away from my wares! Away!
Rogbrosz has got to keep playing. Problem is, Mantrap's going to get Ninja Peng ahead. I'm not sure what Rogbrosz can do about it. Perhaps Rogbrosz should have also leadered and used Tempering before even playing the first volunteer. Now, Ninja doesn't know that Rogbrosz's hand is like the way that it is. So Ninja might think that Mantrap is not good enough. But it was, right? Wasn't it? 3 and 6, 9? I guess it would have just been a tie. And then if Rogbrosz passes on a tie, he's kind of stuck playing Cat and Caranthier. Or leader. He could have leadered, but you don't really want to waste leader on that. Interesting that he ditched the Neckers. Guess he was maybe trying to find Wallhound Riders or Larva. Doesn't find either.
The Valley of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful.
Rogbrosz drops a Whisper. He's gonna bleed deep. He's gonna go as far as he can. Ninja Pang's cards are kind of well, this Oniromancy exists. He can't Oniromancy into Outrider anymore. He could get Larva. Or he could save it for a Tall Punish. He can't, you know, play Cat or Kashi yet. Okay, it is going to be Oniromancy. I'm guessing Larva.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
There's a Skirmisher. This is where Ninja Pang would normally play Cat. But of course we know, as soon as he does that, it's going to get killed by Simless. But you still have to play it, right? He's going to play Caranthir first. Okay. Plays Caranthir first and doesn't lead her. The problem for him is that Skirmisher can now answer the Kashi. Yeah, this is looking very good for Simless. For
Humans are not to be trusted.
Sorry, I had to do something. Looks like Ninja Pang just dropped Kashi and leadered. And then Rogbrosz locked it. So now we see... Oh, now he plays Cat. Well... Rip. I mean, you got Whisperers. Surely you play Simless here, right? Is Rogbrosz thinking that his Simless is worth more than a card? You could argue that it is. But nah, just play the Simless. Because, like, you don't know, opponent might be forced to play Morntard here. Now, we know that Ninja doesn't have Morntard, but...
The Valley of Flowers. There is no place more beautiful.
That is a lot of points. I don't think Ninja Pang can catch up. He would have needed Morntard. If he had Morntard in hand, then yeah. Which is why that Oniromancy, you could argue, was risky. Also, if you're not going to play Cowitcher, or if you're not going to play Sir Scratch a lot for your Kashi, then you shouldn't play there either. Like, he should have played something else. He would have only gotten one click out of the Cat, but... I don't know. I think Rogbrosz played that well. I'm not sure what Ninja could have done much. You kind of have to win round 1 there as Ninja. And he got into a spot where like he decided to save his man trap and leader. But I think you just jam man trap and leader round 1, and you got to be willing to go down to like whatever. His last cards, it was Caranthier and Cat and man trap. Those were his last 3. If he played the man trap, it would have tied, unless he also leadered. Are you ready for the finals? You're gonna have to pass, yeah. But that's the thing, he couldn't get ahead without also leadering. And he didn't know your hand, but I was saying, like I would have leadered there. Of course, you had good draws. Having Lock and Simless in hand, round 2 was very, very good. But now we go to the finals between Last Days of Gwent and Rogbrosz. Players will have 10 minutes to do their bans. So Last Days has a self-wound, what you call it, Svalbard deck, and a Rocket Swarm. Where is it? An Araka Swarm Laura deck. This is the Svalbard deck. This is the Araka Swarm's Svalbard. Sorry, Araka Swarm Laura deck. We have the Mahakam Forge Ragnarok deck with Itriol Merlega. And then we have Shoop Soldiers. And then Rogbrosz with the Renew Cranmer deck. Enslave Assimilate with Angolim. I would love to know like why Rogbrosz runs Angolim in this deck, actually. We have this Inspired Zeal Muzzle Angolim deck. And then we have this Fruits deck with Enrage Ifrit and Pred Dive. So, I'm very curious what gets banned. Yeah, we do the finals in best of 5, so it's a little different. Same number of decks. So the strategy in banning kind of changes for the finals. You have to, instead of trying to plan for your decks getting through, you have to sort of, most of the time you're trying to pick which of your opponent's decks you can beat with everything you got. Which of your opponent's decks you can block. Like if you think that like you can beat Enslave with all of your stuff, you make sure you don't ban that, and then you don't really care about anything else. You try to make sure just Enslave doesn't get through. Because you have to win with every deck in a best of 5 with 1 ban and 4 decks. 1 gets banned, and then you have to win 3 games. There's a few decks here I want to try out. I think this is a cute deck. Rogbrosz's Dwarves deck is cute. I like Green's Striga Shoop deck. I thought that might be fun. This deck I already copied. Yeah. Carapace Shoop is probably better in open decklist. But it, you know, the Rogbrosz deck is probably better on ladder, like because nobody's going to be expecting a renew on Cranmer, you know. Like people know what don't know what won't know what the hell you're doing. I think I had the Carapace Shoop deck at some point. Probably got rid of it. There it is. The bans are done. We got the invite. Looks like Rogbrosz is going to be blue coin first. His Enslaved deck got banned, and last days is Laura deck got banned. So there's 2 different types of dwarves. There's Svalblood, which did not get banned. It's interesting. So I guess Rogbrosz, this already got banned. You get rid of this. This one doesn't have Heat Wave. There's no Heat Wave here either. But there is a couple, like you can't answer Sigvald with any of this. There's not even a lock. You can muzzle Sigvald. In theory, but that can be played around. This Fruits deck has answers, I think, to self-wound the most. But we're going to start with Fruits from Rogbrosz. And last days we're going to be playing Shoop Soldiers. Oftentimes, if you have a weaker deck in this situation where you have, best of 5 with 4 decks, 1 ban, you will try to play that weak deck more often because it gives you more chances to get it through. And you will try to give it like the optimal coin. And weak in terms of like versus the opponent's lineup, not necessarily like what you think is the weakest deck. So there's an assassination as well as a joust. So that's gonna get answered right away. Does this deck run Erendite? Yes, it does. Let me see Griffin next. Yep. Alright. Will Last Days play engines? That's how we'll know if they're contesting the round. Heatwave on the Griffin. Because there's no megascopes. Well. That Heatwave on the Griffin also cost 2 points from the Mamuna combo. And will Rogbrosz play a Fiend? Yes, he does. He wants to make sure his Mamuna is valid. Oh, and Last Days will Yenvo the Fiend. Okay, so that's a very cool plan. So Rogbrosz will now just drop a Cyclops on the back row. Mamuna can also consume a Kikimor Warrior. And then Last Days will swirl the Oniro immediately.
Onward, sons of Nivka!
And Last Days will have to play 2 cards. Remedy. Yeah, Remedy to deny the Kikimor Warrior from Mamuna. Just absolutely no chill for Mamuna. But Cyclops will be the option. Or will be an option. It's not going to be a great Mamuna. Mamuna and Cyclops is 12 points. So Heatwave, Yenvo, and Remedy all used to deny value from Mamuna. Rogbrosz is going to play 3 cards because he's an Erendite, or 2 cards at least, if he's an Erendite deck. Probably Swirl and Necro Warrior. There's no Siri in this deck, right? Yeah. So you score all the Kikimor. Last Days didn't get to set up carryover, but they did play Calvi, and they basically have everything they needed. There's a Marine up top. Is the Marine better than anything in this hand? I don't think so. Plus, you can play it from War Council. War Council has the nice benefit of showing you what's in your deck. So. You guys think this Pred die will get value? Is Kikimor Warrior? It's going to get assassinated. No. Rune Mage first. Interesting. Scoia'tael.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
And then a leader charge to get these to 5 to prevent them from getting Cyclops. And Rage Ifrit will take care of it. Now there's an assassinate. I guess were they looking for a rebuke or making a bomb? Making a bomb wouldn't have worked. Just surprised to see Scoia'tael because there's not a lot like Skellige and NG probably have more ways of answering a 4-power engine. There's a Goliath. That's a very early Goliath, but it does kind of lock in the Erendite scaling. Also, Rogbrosz didn't even get the Mamuna, so... Turns out all you had to do was squirrel the Odiro. Last days can't actually kill the Goliath. Interesting Cyclops. Rogbrosz's hand is pretty reactive, so he was running out of things he could do. If Last Days had gone for like a point slam card, but Last Days finally let's play some engines. This Marine will boost to 6 though, and I guess the Marine is a spore target, so there's no hurry to kill it. This infusion on Goliath kind of annoying. It will play for an extra 7 points. 6 points, sorry. And this Pred Dive's not great either. I think you got a Toad. I think you got a Toad now. Goes for Cyprian instead. Because maybe he wants to Toad his own unit or something.
Build rats, not on this ship.
Red Die will answer this Marine. And I think it's worth it, yep.
A person of trifling import, you say?
That's a nice Lydia, 11 points. Aguara to lock the Goliath, so both stops the Death Wish and the flanking infusion. Kind of smart, actually.
None can match the power of Nilfgaard.
Interesting that Last Days put this on the left side and not the right side. I guess the idea is that this is getting reset anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, this frog is... Toad Prince isn't doing anything. And Rogbrosz will forfeit. He's out of points. He's not catching up. He's basically dead. So Last Days wins very easily against Rogbrosz's Fruit deck by just bricking Mamuna and Oniromancy. I wonder if Rogbrosz regrets passing round 1. He needed like Ethereal or something. Last Days had Joust and Assassinate round 1. But he didn't have to use both. He was able to keep Assassinate. Or they were able to keep Assassinate. Terrible round 3 draws for Rog? Yeah. Aside from Mamuna though, what was he missing? I guess he missed Arendite as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Okay, so blue coin Last Days. It's gonna be Mahakam Forge, right? No, it's gonna be self-boot. And Rogbrosz is going to play try fruits again, this time from red. See if he has better luck. I'm really rooting for this Pred Dive to get value, but I don't know. Beetle's very good at playing around opponent threats. Not the worst hand for Beetle. How does Rogbrosz answer Artists? He's just gonna lock it. Well, but if you're locking Artists, like, I don't know. Yeah, we do see Artists as the opener.
The strong devour the weak.
Ooh, and then a Crystal Skull as well. Now you can't lock the Artists. Oh, this is pretty terrible. This cooks Rogbrosz. I mean, he can play Kiki More Warrior. That's something. Are we gonna see a Canute in response? Or like a offensive Mardrome? Yep, offensive Mardrome it is. But Rogbrosz has another one. You don't leader this, right? Surely. Pred Dive is bad and open. Pred Dive is bad, period. I can see Pred Dive in like a control-y Araka deck. Maybe. Like, you can make Pred Dive 4P and then it might see some play. But only because it's free. Like a red haze, you know? Okay, we are gonna see the leader. Goliath? Really? Wait, is Rogbrosz gonna mill?
What? This? Scratch.
Well, it's gonna pull out Bear, which are adept, so no. Don't do it, Rogbrosz. I guess he didn't. He thought it might pull out Sigvald or Canute. But we know that that was impossible, so... Last days is not passing. Wait, what did he hit with it? Okay. Nah, it's looking rough. Or just that artist just cooked him. He needed Riptide. He does, or he wavered. Well, no, he just needed Riptide. Riptide would have answered that, but he doesn't run Riptide. Rogbrosz did keep most of his important cards, though. I think the Goliath mill was cute. It was worth a try. You also have to remember, last days didn't really thin, other than Artists. Didn't get Portal, didn't... Last days is going to open with Vile. I think Rogbrosz just plays a Griffin here. Like, you shouldn't be committing Ethereal or anything like that. Until you know for sure that last days is bleeding. Oh, it's just a squirrel. Squirrel and Artist? He's like, never again. Yeah, last days will just pass. Surely you drop the Griffin now. Oh, like really, like against Self-Wound, like Rogbrosz needed to win round 1, and he just literally couldn't after that Artist. So this is kind of a impossible situation. Like you've gotten, aside from Artists, you've gotten 0 golds from the Spellblood deck. Now, Gruff still has to draw a bunch of these. Hey, YOLO. But, well, and he didn't play Portal, so he does have Decree. He gets the Carriage Roll. That's huge. Honestly, that's good enough. Because basically just missing 1 gold. Yeah, this is Willem, not Avalok Sage. I assume Last Days knows that. Ethereal, right? You just open Ethereal. Not Mamuna, Ethereal. Yeah, before Canute has been set up. While you have first say you want to get, I mean, ultimately Svalblood will get a decent amount of value on these Ethereals, but still gotta do what you gotta do. The real problem is, like, all of Rogbrosz's damage is okay. Onira into Lady. Okay, he missed Heatwave. That's a problem. Like, he missed Lady, and he missed Heatwave, and he missed Erendite. He missed all 3 of them. Rogbrosz is really gonna have to step up his game when it comes to these draws if he wants to have a chance. Wait, what? He's gonna. Oh, he's gonna Heatwave the Carriage Roll. Okay. That's probably correct. Yeah, missing Heatwave against Self-Wound. Just not a good time. He still has this Ifrit to answer Canute, but that's once. He has no answer for Sigvold. I mean, he can lock it, but there's a Purify.
Continent folk will never understand.
Speller offensively used on Sigvold might end up doing something. We see Aguara this turn? No, just Mamuna.
You will be much happier.
I value adventures only independent.
Yeah, that's another reason why that was a good Heatwave, because it bricks the Doom Leandra. The issue, though, I mean, this Erendite wasn't huge anyway, but still, it would be decently sized by the end of this round. Should I fake hype this? Oh my god, Rogbrosz is up by like 35 points. How is Last Days ever gonna catch up? It's 49 to 14, like, and he's just got a bunch of 4P cards and some totems and sticks and like a negative point card. Like, how? Like, this is a 5-point a turn engine. Monsters OP. That's also BAM Cup regular, yeah. It's Beetlegruff CCG, if you know. Yeah, it is. Sigvold is now up. Marjoram up to 15 power, so Canute will get good value immediately. And it's starting to get really tricky for Rogbrosz, because he's got a bunch of like removals, but none of the real threats have been played yet. Is he gonna Aguara this turn? Uh-oh. Rogbrosz is roping. I guess play Toad now. Yeah, Toad doesn't get much value later. $61 to 18. None of these points mean anything against the might of the bear god. Like, what would really destroy Last Days of the deck would be like a shoot deck with a Heatwave and Yenvo. Which is one of the decks the Last Days actually plays. But the Sigvold doesn't have an answer. Well, Last Days has to play first. I guess you just drop the Canute now. That's what I would do. Looking at score before Blob comes down. Yeah, Sigvold and Blob will play for infinity points. Alright, here comes Totem. Cyprian can answer one.
Slow, ain't ya?
And then Cyclops will answer the other. Like, Rogbrosz is just having to play one turn too early. It sucks for him. Wait, does he have to play another card? No. It's Last Days' turn, right? This is where it gets really tricky. Because if you could, like, avoid playing this, then opponent would have to waste the control turn. Although Rogbrosz has had a Peller they can play as the throwaway card for a while now. Maybe Last Days is planning to just leave this at 7 to protect it from an Ifrit? No. Alright. Ifrit should answer it. But at least the Ethereal engine is stopped. You have to answer Canute this turn. You cannot let it live. No! This is a huge mistake. Well, I don't know about huge, but this is a mistake, right? Because if you lock the Sigvold, then they have to purify it. I mean, I guess Rogbrosz doesn't know. There could be an ale in Last Days' hand, but... Like, why lock something that's at 5 power when you can just kill it? Is it... I guess Sigdrifa doesn't have a good target right now.
Lost spirit devoid of name.
There's a Peller. Canute didn't have to be answered that turn because it was at 7. Here comes Foulblood, though. I mean, look at this massacre. But Canute's leaving, right? Problem is, when you Sigdrifa the Canute, it has Zeal. You can use it immediately the same turn. The Sigvold, like the Purified Sigvold, was actually significant. And this Mimuna being here means that Cyclops is reach. But I would just use the Cyclops. Well, no. No, you should Ifrit now. Save the Cyclops in case... No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You can do it any order you want. I mean, he got 3 procs off the Foulblood. That's plenty.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
This is the problem. This Canute getting to they should hit the Mamuna. Yeah. Because that 8 that 6 and 2 damage, creating another fanatic, means that there's now 2 things you have to answer. Didn't even have to trigger this. He could have. I think it was more points. So last days goes up 2-0. Rogbrosz's fruit stack gets clapped again. Okay. So now last days has to win with their dwarf deck. So that would be this one. And this is not like a deck that has that's easily countered, right? Like I can see Rogbrosz winning with these two. Can he win with fruits against dwarfs? So blue coin. Do you pick fruits again? The reason that Sigvald didn't play for like 80 points is because Care Troll was heat wave. And because last days had to use both 2 martyrums in round 1, including the leader charge. So like missing Draco didn't help either, but like if you just have Sigvald Care Trolled on the board with 1 or 2 martyrums, like start clashing with the tallest enemy unit, you can get a lot of points. Okay, so it is going to be fruits again. Makes sense. A, your blue coin, and B, if you perceive this as the hardest deck to get through, you want to play it first. Because, like, you win with your other 2 decks and you're back to having to win with fruits anyway. You might as well figure out if you're going to have a chance this tournament or not. Back row. So Rogbrosz isn't going to play Ethereal. If he was going to play Ethereal, he'd put it leader on the back row. He's going to play Griffin. Get that Mamuna set up. Could see a heat wave, honestly. Opts not to. Just goes for the Dwarven Chariot. Cyclops could be used. Toad could be used. This would be like a 3-tempo Cyclops. I mean, this Pred Dive is just for style points at this point. Like, I don't... Imagine if it was a Parasite. Even a Hideous Feast would be better. There's the Cyclops. Armor isn't as important for last days, but it's still 1 point a turn engine. This feels like a good Toad to me. Instead we just see a Necro Warrior. No real reason to overcommit. Wow. Now that we see Nova Justice. Gonna be volunteers? No. Another Berserker thing. Okay, now we might see Toad. I don't know, having Cyprian and Toad in a world where everything is 5 power feels a little risky. Here comes the resilient dwarf. Gets 5 armor, so you can't really even kill it. Heat wave is used to get rid of it. Fair enough. It's a 10-point heat wave. Not like this deck runs Bruver or anything like that. Ragnarug gets most of its value on deploy. There's Garrison. Right, that's why Mahakam Volunteers weren't played earlier from Justice. Because Garrison exists, and that is a ton of points. And once Garrison came out, Rogbrosz drops the Ethereal. Heat wave to answer the Ethereal. Gonna be Goliath, I think. Or we could see Onira into Kikimor Warrior. That's an option. It looks like that's what we're gonna see.
The righteous shall be recompensed.
Comes Zoltan Company Garrison. Oh my god. The Garrison click was an extra 7 points. Zoltan Company was 10. That's 17 points of tempo. So fast, it makes your head spin. Eats the fruit. And then here comes Barclay. Oh, it's starting to get very, very rough. I think you don't even need to eat the fruit anymore. You just start eating the 2s. Because the fruit was going to be a 2 and you... Yeah. People just eat fruit on instinct. Erendite gets ahead barely, but last days can just play Swirl and get ahead. That's crazy. It's going to be Sword? It's going to be Sword. Or Anira? Good question. I would get rid of Sword. Well, let's see what Last Days decides. So sick of seeing even those with 4 power become 5 power? Same. Same. Not going to think we'll be so greedy per... So, super greedy versus dwarves? Yeah, the problem is, like, doing it at 7 cards. Like, you don't know if opponents... If you do it, opponent just plays nothing and passes. But it looks like you were right. Hero might have been better sooner. Either was going to get Heat Wave as soon as it got played, so... I guess it didn't really make a difference this round. Doesn't really matter what you squirrel here. But you know Last Days is going to get ahead. Like, there's nothing the Last Days has that he can't play here. Short of, like, Ragnarok. That's probably what Rogbrosz was hoping. But he ends up losing the round uneven. And he doesn't get any carryover from his Erendite because he got squirrel. It's looking rough, guys. Looks like... Oh my god. That dive. So bad. And this is a brick, too. What are these draws, Mr. Rogbrosz? If I'm Rogbrosz after this tournament, I literally delete this deck. What did Rogbrosz play? Red Death. He's the opposite of. Oh my god! Again, Rogbrosz. What is this? Jesus Christ, man! Draw some golds, my brother. Trying to help him out. Literal Ragnarok.
You will see it in your dream.
Splitting rows there is probably a mistake. Oh, no, it's he can still do it. Interesting. Play this first. Play the Necker Warrior first. Smart. Smart, Rogbrosz. Oh! Oh, Squirrel isn't in...
Never had your kneecap.
Yeah, looks like there wasn't supposed to be a squirrel here. That's why Rogbrosz played, or not. I don't know if it's why, but like the Erendite getting squirreled is a big deal.
Come the horse son.
I thought maybe he was picking like a banned deck or something. So I'm gonna have to reset the series and sort things out. Can anybody get a hold of Last Days? Let them know, come to chat. We'll sort this out. Can we get my ammo out of here? Oh no. It is what it is. Will the... Oh, it says tournament finished. Come on. So Rogbrosz had blue coin first. The first game was loss against Soldiers. And then the second game was loss like this. And then it was win against that. You want to see a fourth game with this trash ammo? Oh yeah, it's cooking him. Can anybody reach last days and let them know that Rogbrosz is taking it? It's fine. It's his choice. I think he's just sick of his deck. Doesn't want to play it anymore. Can't judge, Liquid. You're not in here. You bring 4 non-trash decks, and then you can talk trash. The bans were Arrakis and Enslave. But the players have to redo the bans. The problem is, I don't know if Last Days of Gwent knows. Maybe they just think they won 3-0 and the thing is over. Anyone have a way to reach Beetle Girl? Let me try again. Like, ultimately, players are responsible for submitting correct decks and playing correct decks. And usually in every tournament, if you mess up a rule, it's like up to your opponent, right? I wouldn't mind seeing a replay. I also don't mind seeing just us move on and play the next game. But more importantly, I want to make sure we get another game. And it seems like we might not be getting one. If Beetle Grufflug just thought the tournament was finished and Techway attorney down to nah, I just let it. Your ST deck wasn't supposed to have World. See? This is the deck he submitted. The Rog is taking the tech way. Oh, I'm supposed to do it the other way. Like, can we just, like... Can we just play another game? Sorry, yes, what? I will not replay it. Makes no sense. Oh, come on. The mistake is yours, Beetle. Like, if yeah. No, just come on. First of all, Rogbrosz is not Polish. But it no, I don't. Guys, can we lower the temperature? It's a tournament for fun. The rules are clear. If you play the wrong deck or if you make a mistake or something, regardless of what it is, this has always been the case. The other player gets to either replay or choose a technical win. They don't have to defend their decision. It's their right. Rog, I got this. Can you not? I'm sad that this happened. If it was me in Rogbrosz's shoes, I would have just been like, let's replay. But it's his choice. And he's saying he's going to take the win. And you still have 2 more games that you can win the tournament in easily. So, do you not want to play it out, Beetle, or what? No, he doesn't want the victory. He just wants to keep playing. Like, he might have played the round differently if he felt like he couldn't play Erendite in round 1. It's not just, like, it's not as simple as. Like, he might have passed at 7 cards if he thought you had a squirrel. Like, we don't know what would have happened. Right? It's complicated, which is why, unless something is super clear-cut, we usually just go for either replay or tech win. Okay, guys, no need to pick sides. We appreciate the players who come and show up and give us these good games to watch. I would, Beetle, as a favor to me, would you please just play the next game? I understand where you're coming from. I just want to see more games. Oh, come on, please. Parasol, like, Beetle. His next level great liquid, that made 0 difference. If he plays the ethereal early, it still gets heat wave. It always plays for only 5 points. All right. Well, we're gonna follow the rules. Beetle is forfeiting. And then I'm going to it's not the NBA. We follow rules here. It sucks. I would rather just see the more games, but I did yoink this. I don't know what this means. Does this just mean like a rocket swarm? Yeah, Eurus, you want to play? Just request a friendly game, and like, do you want to do just a best of 1 or best of 3 or what? This one. Okay. You want blue or red? You pick. Iris, I just saw your song request. Are we not friends? Alright, give me one moment. I gotta do it through the GOG client. I think it was misunderstanding was because they didn't understand how it would matter. They were like, it wasn't even close. Why are we replaying something? I thought I was done. Where were you when 31-31 ended the controversy? Good question. Alright, you want blue or red, Euros? You go with blue? Okay, so you send me an invite. Squirrel Gate. Squirrel Gate. Alright, YouTube. With that epic and fiery finish, we're gonna call it here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a like. Helps me out. Thank you. Cheers.